How many darts are we making, Thomas?
Well, I thought we'd make at least 2.
Montana's master craftsman Tom Orr and brother Jack are digging deep into his slate of skills to claim a $1,000 commission. He's been hired to build a primitive weapon known as an Atlatl, a simple wooden shaft that launches long spears called darts at prey animals or enemies.
Where's the arrowhead we're going to put on this? Atlatls are almost as old as time. They killed mammoths with these. It's a big, heavy arrow, 3 times as long as a regular arrow that you'd shoot out of a boat.
Crafting the tip of each dart requires precision shaping to make them aerodynamic.
That pitch glue melted?
Yep.
To make the point razor sharp, Tom uses an arrowhead that was flint knapped from local obsidian.
Wrap them in sea-need. That pitch glue, it needs to be good and hot so it's real flexible.
Well, those turned out really well.
Mm-hmm. Now all we need is an Atlatl.
Yeah.
Jump on it. Huh?
All right.
The Atlatl itself is a handcrafted 2-foot lever made from Osage orange wood.
The handle end of the Atlatl, it's just a section of wood with a hand grip in it and a little point that hooks to the back of it.
Not too far from putting the hook on it.
All right. And you bring it back and you throw it, and it gives you way more pressure.
It's coming along.
So you can throw it harder and farther than what you ever could with your hand.
I think I got the right angle. For the hook on the Atlatl, I'm going to use a antler tine. It's what early man would have used.
The hook anchors the darts against the shaft to ensure a straight launch.
Yeah, I think that's good. Let's glue it.
Okay.
Tom's pitch glue recipe calls for a combination of pine sap, buffalo dung, ground eggshells, and beeswax. When it hardens, it'll hold stronger than many modern glues.
Push it down in there real quick. We got it?
Looks like.
Now we can put fletchings on. This is what makes the arrows fly. Quite often, arrows are fletched with 3 different feathers. We use the Cherokee way, which is 2 feathers, but they're folded over, so it makes it almost like it's fletched with 4 feathers. This is kind of neat. Real interested in seeing how this is going to go. Well, we're going to have to find out. We hurry up and finish that level so we can find out if they fly straight.
Good idea.
Good idea.
We'll see if it works. All right.
Tom and Jack are ready to put their Atlatl to the test.
The first weapon that was probably made by primitive man was a spear. And it was just hardened in the fire and sharpened, but they weren't very accurate at more than 10 or 20 yards. But with the Atlatl, it can go over 100 yards.
How far away is that deer from here?
30 yards.
Tom's target is a life-size white-tailed deer, one he should be able to hit without difficulty from 30 yards away.
I've thrown some Atlatls before, but it's been a long time, and it takes lots of time to learn how to do it. I know that primitive kids probably had an Atlatl as soon as they were old enough to ever test one, you know? So this will be pretty interesting. Well, that wasn't very good, was it?
You got to whip it harder than that. There you go.
The second one, it went over the top of the target. That's what you got to do. You just got to figure out when and where to release it on your thrust. Broke the tip right off.
Tom's Atlatl works, but his darts need a do-over if he's to collect any commission at all on this project.
That sucker snapped right off, didn't it?
Yep.
Now, without enough obsidian to make another one, Tom needs to improvise.
Gonna replace this with bone?
Yeah. mammoth bone if we can find one.
And I think I got one last week.
Did you?
I need to have 2 matching arrows for this Atlatl, and now we're short a point. So we're going to replace both of the stone points with bone points. Hacksaw?
But you got a bone saw.
I think the bone points are less apt to break.
The replacement points are crafted from elk bone, a material that's denser than obsidian, but more difficult to sharpen to a razor's edge.
You were an Aborigine and you had to have a bone point. Took you 3 days to make it. Why, that's what you do. Just a few more strokes on this thing. We'll be ready to go. You see any flaws in it? Let me know.
Well, hell, it's straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your eyes aren't that bad.
No.
It's neat to have my brother here and work out a project together. I think it'll work.
Yeah.
Gonna mount it? It's always good to work with somebody you really, really like and respect. We ready?
Yeah.
Jack helped repair the arrows, but Tom won't be able to collect on the job unless they fly straight and hold up under pressure.
You want to throw it? You want me to throw it?
Go ahead. Oh. Oh.
Hit that deer right in the heart. You want to try?
Sure.
Ooh, right
Kill
in
shot.
the heart. Jack and I hit the target right where it was supposed to be. I'd call it a success. We could stand to get a little better at throwing ourselves. But it takes practice. I mean, you just got to throw and throw to see how it works, you know.
I'm done.
You're finished.
Dad always said, when you do it right, we'll just quit.
I think the new owner's going to like this Atlatl.